welcome. This is Catherine Brooks. I'm an applications engineer specializing in enterprise PDM for Trimex Solutions. Thanks for taking some time out of your day today to look at the SolidNetwork License Manager in regards to enterprise PDM. So we're going to be taking a look at the administration tool, brief look at the SolidNetwork License Manager interface for the licensing inside of the vaults, as well as taking a look at the SolidNetwork License Manager server product that would be found on the server. Just as a heads up, my personal laptop is also my server, which is why you're going to see the server name as the same name as my computer. So here I have Quick Start. Let me go ahead and log in, and inside of my Quick Start vault I have the license node. I can either double click or right click and open to get access to the information about the SolidNetwork License Manager server product that is connected to this particular client computer. So Catherine HP is the client, and then the Catherine-HP is also the server. We can see here that the list of licensed servers for databases on the SQL server named Catherine-HP is 25734 at Catherine-HP. If you had multiple different servers that needed to be connected to a client, you could add additional servers by clicking the Add button and enter the license server name in the form of whatever is the assigned port number at computer name. The default, of course, is 25734 for the port number, but your IT might have changed it when they installed the SolidNetwork License Manager. So you'll need to contact them to find out if it is the 25734 default number or if it's a different number. License Usage tab, we have a drop down for the server. Again, if there were multiple different servers connected to this client, to this vault, we'd be able to see them, but we only have one. For the products, there are 3 different license types that are available for Enterprise PDM: CAD Editor, Contributor, and Viewer. You may have one or more of the different license types, so you may have one or more of the different products available to view to see who is currently using a license. If I select the CAD Editor product or the CAD Editor license type, I can see that there is a total of 1 license, and it is currently being used by the admin user on the computer Catherine HP. Let me go ahead and log off of that vault, and I'm able to refresh to see that it does update when someone does log out or releases that license. So it'll list the user, the computer, the version information, the start date, and if it's being borrowed. Let me go ahead and click OK. Now in my second vault here for training, I also have a license node, and it's showing me the same information. So it'll show me the license usage per vault in the administration tool. Let's take a look at the SolidNetwork License Manager server product. At this point, we can imagine that we are going to a server computer to access the SolidNetwork License Manager server product by clicking on Start, All Programs, SolidWorks 2015, SolidWorks Tools, and there's the SolidNetwork License Manager. If you ever have any kind of issues trying to either start the SolidNetwork License Manager from the Start menu, or if someone deletes the shortcut from the Start menu, you can also find the SolidNetwork License Manager in the default installation location of C, Program Files x86, SolidWorks SolidNetwork License Manager, Utils, and down here at the bottom is the SWLM Wiz, or SolidWorks License Manager Wizard. Again, if you have any kind of issues, you're able to find this in the default location of C, Program Files x86, SolidWorks, SolidNetwork License Manager, Utils. This is the default location, so if you did change the installation folder location, it would be wherever you had changed it to. Let me double click to open up the SolidWorks SolidNetwork License Manager server tool. We have the Server Administration tab, which gives us information on modifying the license to either transfer it back to the SolidWorks server or reactivate the software license. You can also just show activated software license information. Here we can also stop and start the license server service, and we can also view the log information for debugging purposes. Gives us a little bit of information about the SolidNetwork License Manager FlexNet licensing service. For the advanced options, you can switch between using an activation or using a license file. For the license usage, this should look fairly familiar. It'll give a drop down for the different servers, and then it'll give us the product drop down for CAD editor, contributor, and viewer license type specific for Enterprise PDM. You could have multiple different products above and beyond Enterprise PDM, such as SolidWorks, simulation, electrical, etc. And those will be listed here if it is tied to the same server 25734 at Catherine-HP. For the server list, you can have multiple different servers that can be accessed from the client computer, which is why it's showing here. License borrowing, you can borrow a license for SolidWorks products for a day or longer if you wanted to, but for Enterprise PDM, there aren't any licenses that you can actually borrow. So that's why they're not listed here for available product licenses. Again, for the license order, Enterprise PDM licenses do not have an ordering property associated to them, so they will not be listed here as well. So thank you very much for taking some time out of your day to review over a brief introduction to the SolidNetwork License Manager that is used with Enterprise PDM 2015. I hope you have a great rest of your day.